Hello, Madridistas, and thanks for joining us on today's interesting episode as we talk you through some very important updates at Real Madrid. Kickstarting on today's agenda, manager Carlo Ancelotti talks about Yamin Lamal, Daniel Carvajal, Eduardo Camavinga, Luka Modric, and Toni Kroos ahead of Barcelona versus Real Madrid Clasico clash. We are going to talk you through that on this episode, and shortly after that, we will turn our attention elsewhere as Real Madrid Uruguayan midfielder Federico Valverde reveals there is actually a Barcelona player he would love for him to join him at Real Madrid. We are going to talk about that on this episode as well. But before we progress on this agenda, please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Follow us right up to the end so you do not miss on any interesting detail. Heading into the first El Clasico of the season, Barcelona are running just 1 point behind Real Madrid in La Liga point table, having won 7 games out of 10 and losing none. Girona are also keeping up with the Spanish giants and could give both of them a fright of trouble, but that is for the future as Barcelona are ready to host Real Madrid. Ahead of the clash, Carlo Ancelotti spoke to the media as part of his pre-game press conference. He was firstly asked about Jude Bellingham, who picked up a knock against Braga in the Champions League. The Englishman confirmed his presence for the game, and the same was doubled down by the Italian manager as relayed by Marca. On Saturday evening, he will play. He is fine. He has recovered well. I don't think I have to explain to him about El Clasico. Everyone knows very well what it is. It is one of the most important games in the world. Ancelotti will manage his 250th Real Madrid game on Saturday evening and was excited ahead of it, saying, "We are excited. It is a special atmosphere. It will be the first El Clasico of the season. We have come well and are very excited to play a great match. It is an important match worth 3 points and it is very useful for the dynamics because it is very important for everyone. But the season is very long. We must be decisive. There are several teams competing as well, like Atletico and Girona, and the league will be very competitive until the end. Barcelona are a well-organized team in every sense of the word. They have quality youngsters playing with them, and we expect the same usual Barcelona as always." Ancelotti also spoke about Barcelona's youth setup and the several players who have broken through the team this season, including Fermin Lopez, Yamin Lamal, and among others. "I love them all, Yamal, Fermin, young players with a future, but we also have youngsters with an amazing future, like Arda Güler, Vinicius Jr., Eduardo Camavinga, Aurelien Tchouameni. Sometimes we forget that we have a very good young players." However, the presser quizzed Ancelotti about why Barcelona's academy managed to incorporate more players into the main team compared to Madrid. It is difficult to answer. Barcelona has had a lot of injuries, and this creates opportunities because if many players are injured during the season, you have to call up youth players. Like Luka Modric and Eduardo Camavinga are expected to start on the bench versus Barcelona, but Ancelotti assured that each player wants an explanation for not starting will get one. "If the player wants an explanation, I will give them one, but they are so professional that they will not ask for one if they do not play." His main position is the pivot. he adapts as a fullback or central midfield, but his position is the pivot, Ancelotti added. I started with the young players to see what they could contribute. Then we started rotating a bit to keep the team fresh and motivated, he also said about Toni Kroos. Daniel Carvajal was on the score sheet against Sevilla, and Ancelotti was asked about the Spaniard's ability in the box. We forgot in previous years that he is very intelligent in the penalty area and that he finishes very well with his head. I changed his role in set pieces, Ancelotti concluded. Having concluded with that, we are going to quickly turn our attention elsewhere as Real Madrid midfielder Federico Valverde chooses 70 million Barcelona defender as the one rival player he will take at Real Madrid. Ahead of the first El Clasico of the season, several Barcelona and the Real Madrid players have taken the mic to talk about several key things. Both teams are separated by a mere point in the table, with Madrid 1 point above Barca. Completely opposite to how the atmosphere is after the game, there is mutual respect between both teams right now, with Carlo Ancelotti praising Barcelona's youth players, while Ferran Torres and Alejandro Balde have come to Vinicius Junior's defense about his playing style. Real Madrid midfielder Federico Valverde has also spoken about the big clash, as quoted by CNN saying, "The game will be hard. Obviously, it is going to be complicated, but I think we have a very good team. We are working very well. As I told you, we are very excited about the match, to know that we can take a big step in La Liga." Valverde was also asked about which one player from Barcelona would he take to Real Madrid. The answer would not surprise anyone. "I think a lot of people know who I would take from Barcelona," as he said, laughing. "It would be Ronald Araujo. For me, he is one of the best defenders in the world. Not just Barcelona, I think he is the best in the world. I also enjoy his company in Uruguay with the national team. I have to suffer at Real Madrid, but at Uruguay I enjoy it, and in addition, not being a great player, he is a great person," Valverde added. "Even though we are competitors at such a high level, I always wish him the best," he concluded. This is not the first time Valverde has expressed his love for Araujo, previously also calling him one of the best central defenders in the world. The Barcelona defender too has talked about Valverde, saying, "He is a friend and a spectacular player. A pity that he is on the other side." So having said that, we have come to the end of this episode. Thanks for following us right up to the end. Please do not forget to like and subscribe to this channel. See you next time, and Hala Madrid to us all.